Hello and welcome back to Brazos Fiberworks. Today is episode 21. If you love to knit and crochet, then come along with us today because that is what we are going to talk about. We're going to talk about some works in progress. We're going to talk about some finished objects, life news, shop news. We got a lot going on. So let's start and get into it. So first of all, I want to welcome you to this channel. Thank you so much for clicking on that button and coming along with us today. If you are new, go ahead and hit that subscription so that you can be notified every time I do post up here on my channel. And if you like this and enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. That way YouTube does recognize it as something that you like and that other knitters or crocheters may like also. So that way other people who like this kind of content can see those videos also. But I do appreciate you guys coming along with me today. Thank you so much to my returning viewers. You guys mean the world to me. I love having this great fiber community. So it has been a while. It has been since the middle of June since I last podcasted. And I do apologize for that. I did get a video up. If you haven't seen the video, I will link it down below, but it is a video on all of my whips, everything that I've been working on. I think I went back as far as 2018. So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check out the description below and click on that video. So some of those are in today's. Yes, I do apologize. I feel like it is just a repeated thing I keep saying, but to be honest, like the summer, it all kind of started in the end of May when we went on our cruise. Our daughter was home for a couple weeks. We went on our cruise. We got back. She left to go to travel around the United States with her group. And then after that, we ended up selling our motorhome, getting a new fifth wheel, and went on a trip to kind of make sure everything worked correctly on that. And then we did go away for our anniversary to Oklahoma, and our daughter came home a few weeks ago, and so we got to spend that quality time with her, just making sure this summer that I got to spend all the time with my kiddos while, you know, they're still here and not moved out of the house yet. My daughter, she only comes home probably about 4 times a year from school, and so when she is here, I get to spend that time with her because, you know, we never know what's gonna happen. This is her last year for school, for college, and yeah, I don't know what her life is going to bring her in this next year. I don't know what her plans are. And you know, the years go by so fast. So, I mean, no excuses on why I couldn't get another episode, but just being real with you guys. I'm sure there is tons of you out there that feel the exact same way when your kids are home from college and all that, or, you know, even the time if you're a teacher is getting to spend that quality time with your family during the summer. So, yeah, hopefully, I mean, going forward, I have every intention of going every 2 weeks, getting an episode out, and I hope that I can do that for you guys. I do enjoy this. I don't have my own, like, room or space to just keep everything set up and just turn on the button whenever I can. I wish I had that, and someday soon, hopefully I will. But I do enjoy this, and I enjoy all of you. I love it when I get to meet you guys, get to know you and all that. So I know I'm just rambling on, and I'm so sorry if you're just here for the knitting content. I am gonna get into that, but like I just wanted to kind of go over those things with you in the beginning. I do have notes for today's episode. It might be a little bit longer, kind of just depends on how fast I talk, and I am trying to slow down. But I do have from, I think it was like the June 16th through now, for works in progress. I have a few finished objects. A couple of those I don't even have here because I've given them away. Let's get into today's episode. All right, so like I said, it is episode 21, and today is Wednesday, August 14th. It is still hot here in Texas. I think the high yesterday was 100 degrees. I am ready for fall weather, y'all. I am so ready. I am ready for fall knitting, for fall colors. I just really enjoy the fall. So real quick, where can you find me? You can find me on Instagram at Brazos Fiberworks. Ravelry, you can find me as jnbcrafty, and we do have a Brazos Fiberworks group on Ravelry. We do have knit-alongs, all that fun stuff. So if you would like to join a knit-along, go ahead and check those out over there. I will talk a little bit more about that in shop news. My website for my hand-dyed yarn, project bags, notions, fiber, all of that is brazosfiberworks.com. If you need to email me, you can email me at jennifer@brazosfiberworks.com. Facebook, I do post every now and then on Facebook. We do have a group over there. It's called Brazos Fiberworks. Let's see, did I get all of, I believe so. But if you need to see any of those, they will be linked in the description below. If you can't find that, there's a little bit of wording right after the name of the episode, and then you'll just hit more, and then there it will give you all of the show notes, all of where you can find me, any patterns or anything I talk about in this video. I believe that is all of our introduction, so let's get into this. Finished objects. So like I said, I only have a few finished objects, and they're all socks. Shocker, I know. So the first two I'm gonna talk about, I will show a picture here and show them. One was my shorty 4th of July vanilla socks. And all of my vanilla sock patterns, I do use the sock pattern by Cave the Crazy Sock Lady Designs. It is her vanilla sock pattern. I use it on Magic Loop, and that will be in the description below. She does have the patterns for DPNs, 9-inch circulars, and Magic Loop. I really enjoy her vanilla sock pattern and her other sock patterns, and so I tend to use those a lot. I did do this pair. It is the medium size with a 64 stitch cast on, and I did the 2x2 ribbing at the top. I did 20 rows. No, I believe I did 15 rows for the cuff, and then I think I knitted like 10 rows for the leg, the heel, and the rest of the foot. I did it for a size 7.5 to 8 women's, and I ended up giving those to my daughter right before 4th of July so she could wear those. And the yarn that I used was my 4th of July sock yarn from my shop, Brazos Fiberworks. And yeah, I finished those. I actually made those, and then I started on another pair, so I will show you the other pair in the yarn when I talk about my whips. My second finished object was a yarn I got from, I can't remember if it was June or July Yarnable. I got some sock yarn, and I will put a picture in here of that. It's called Oh My Stars, and it is kind of 4th of July themed also. And I knitted up, again, using Crazy Sock Ladies Designs pattern, her vanilla sock pattern on Magic Loop. I did another shorties pair. I did the small size in this one, so I did the 56 stitch cast on. I again did the 15 2x2 ribbing on the cuff, 10 rows on the leg, and then I did it for about 7.5 to an 8 foot lady size. And like, shorties just knit up so fast, but I did those. I made those for somebody at work and already gave them to her, and I literally forgot to take a finished object picture. So what you're gonna see here is my one sock with the yarn, because that's all. That's the last picture I had taken. I was trying so hard to get those done before 4th of July and give those to her so she could wear them. So yeah, unfortunately I don't have the finished picture, but I do have a picture of the one pair that I did the one sock that I did finish. So my third finished object is going to be some socks that I was working on for my job. My daughter had asked me if I would dye up some yarn in certain colors for a couple of her friends for their wedding in August. It is sitting in one of my Erin Lane's bags. I think I got this a few years ago from the DFW Fiber Fest. But it's all mushed. But this is the yarn that I dyed up. She wanted this navy burgundy color. I don't know if it's actually showing up burgundy on here, but this is what it is. It was just a 2-color repeat self-striping. And again, I used the vanilla sock pattern by Cave the Crazy Sock Lady. And I feel like my gauge is changing because I first started this pair and so this one is for one of her guy friend that is getting married, or the groom. I actually don't know which one is her friend. If they both are her friends, I don't know. But this is for the groom, and I originally did this on a 72 stitch cast on. I started knitting them and they were just really wide, and she had told me that his size is kind of like my husband. So I started knitting them and I was like, well, I just feel like these are a little big, and I wasn't sure, like, you know, how big he was. And so I had gotten probably ready to do the heel on that one. And this was, gosh, last Thursday I'd gotten that far. And my daughter and I left on Friday to take her back to school. And so we were in the car and I said, hey, you know, I just want to like make sure that these socks are going to fit him. And I said, I know you said he's like dad, but like, do you think like these would fit him? And she was like, yeah, I think so. And I was like, are you sure? Because they seem like they're really big. And she's like, well, I don't know. It might be a little bit smaller. So I ripped the whole entire thing out on our way up to take her to college. Well, I mean, I ripped it out. It took me maybe like 20 minutes, right? Maybe less. I ripped those out and I had to start on a whole new pair. So I did these in the medium sock size. I use a size 1 on my Chalgu red lace. I always use red lace needles. So I had knit these up, so I took those out, the large ones, and started casting on these on a medium 64 stitch cast on. So I think these came out just great. I did only 18 rows on this 2x2 ribbing. I did 60 rows on the leg, and then I knit it to, I think from the heel to before I started the toe was 9 inches, and then I did the toe decreases. But yes, I got these done. I had this done, I flew home on Monday, so I had these done by then. So yes, I knitted my little heart away because she needs the 2 pairs for a wedding that is at the end of this month, and I'm not sure exactly what day on the end of this month. So I finished these up. So yes, these are the first, I'm calling them wedding 1, wedding 2 socks. So yes, I did dye these up and knit these for her for the wedding she is going to. So yeah, that's my third finished object. All right, so my whips. So I have 12 whips. Yes, 12 whips. But I mean, it's been since the middle of June since I last did an episode, so bear with me. The first whip that I have is in, oh my gosh, isn't this so cute? So in my acquisitions, you will see a picture, but I just picked this up when my daughter was home for the last couple weeks. We went up to a yarn shop that's called Lone Star Yarn, and And the lady who owns that shop, she is so sweet. She talked to me and my daughter for a little while, but super sweet lady. Oh my gosh, yes. But I picked up this bag in her shop. It has this little pocket in the front. It is huge, big. It's got a pocket inside. It's got these handles. Like, I like a softie for sheep bag. Any like alpaca, yeah, all that. So I did pick this up because I needed a bigger bag to fit a blanket in. So this bag has my Cozy Comfort throw that I'm making for my daughter. I started this, I think back in the beginning of June, I want to say. I could be wrong, but I believe in the beginning of June. And it is with my Valentine mini skeins from Brazos Fiberworks. And that's what I have started. And then I think I had 12 colors for that kit. And then I got Chelsea Yarns Valentine's kit, which was 10 mini skeins. And so all of those are going to go into this blanket. So I'm holding it double with this kind of grayish. I want to do a little bit different than I had done before. So I did it with like this charcoaly gray held double. And it is, all this yarn is a fingering weight held double in a sparkle base. So this is where I have 2, 4, 6, I think I'm on the 8th color, I believe. So let's see, 2, 4, 6, yeah, I believe on the 8th color. I think I just started like a couple rows, but this is for my daughter. I am wanting to get it done for her before Christmas. The Cozy Comfort Throw is a pattern by Molly Klatt of Homespun House. This is the second time I have knit this pattern, and I love the way that the pattern is designed. I love the thickness of the blanket, and so yeah, this one's going to be for my daughter. So that is my first work in progress. All right. My second one is going to be my Mindful Temperature Blanket by LaRocco, and that is, the temperature blanket is part of a knit along we have going on in the Ravelry group, Brazos Fiberworks, and it is a year knit along. Anybody is welcome to join. If you have been knitting a temperature blanket or a temperature whatever, it's not just blankets, it's whatever temperature project you would like to do for the year. So this is mine. This was where I started in January, and this is where I am now. So I think since the last time, my last episode I think was here, and I've just knitted all of that. So yeah, it is turning out so pretty. Can you tell where we've had all these hot, like long few days in a row? So this, I am caught up till Friday. So I have done up to last Friday. My daughter and I left on Friday to go to Missouri to take her back to school. And so when I go on vacation, I do the temperatures of where I'm currently at. And so how I separate those is by 2 rows of just the natural. So you can see we're here, I added in those 2 rows, and then I did Friday's color. If you would like to see my color ranges, the colors I use for those ranges, you can head over to Ravelry. I am jnbcrafty on Ravelry, and you can head over there, click on the temperature blanket, and it has photos of all of that. But yeah, I am loving this. I can't wait till the end of the year. It is getting so big. Oh yes, I love it. I can't wait to see like what the fall and winter colors have to bring to it. Yeah, that is where I am at there, and that is sitting in my big Chelsea tote that I got from my Chelsea Yarn Christmas Advent from 2023. All right, let's see. My third work in progress, my third whip is my Jelly Roll blanket, and that pattern is by Kay Jones. And I love this. I just love knitting on this. So I have done a little bit of progress since the last episode. Not a whole lot. I'm trying to see where I am. I think I've only done a few colors, sorry. All right, so I think I left off here. And so I added this color. I still need to weave in these ends. I added this color, and then I added this color. So I am on the 4th row, but I love this. I just love being able to pick up a color and put it in there. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a long work in progress, but I am having so much fun with it, and it is in my bag. My coffee bag, one of my favorite coffee bags that I used to carry in my shop. All right, my 4th work in progress. This is the second pair that I was talking about from my 4th of July yarn. It is in this bag by Whimsy Stitches. And this was the 4th of July. Let's see if I can get it to focus. All right, there we go. So that was my 4th of July colorway. And this is still the first sock. So again, vanilla sock pattern by Cave the Crazy Sock Lady. And I did the 15 row 2x2 ribbing. This is the medium 64 stitch cast on. And I got the heel done, and I believe, yeah, I got all the decreases done, so I just need to work on the foot. So yeah, that is where I'm at with that one. I'm not in any rush to finish that one. So if you saw my, I'm gonna go off a little. If you saw my whips video, like I said, if you haven't seen it, I will link it below. If you saw that, so you would have seen that I think I had 19 or 20 projects going on at that time. So I did end up frogging a few of them, but my intention was to start knitting on all of those and trying to get those done. That's, you know, get some progress done on those so that I can get them off the needles. Well, my daughter had asked me to make those socks for the wedding. And then my niece is going off to college, and she wanted a blanket with her college colors. So she asked me to make that blanket for her, and I can't say no to her. I have to make her that blanket. So, and then I had a friend from work ask me if I could make her a pair of socks, and she is a Longhorns fan. So I dyed some yarn up for that. I will show that whip in a minute. So I ended up adding another 4 whips to all of those other whips. So I feel like I'm not getting ahead on anything right now, but I mean, I love knitting things for other people. It's just after this, like, I need to focus. When I get these 4 done, I need to focus on getting all those other whips done. But yeah, I just had to talk about that because I feel like I've picked up projects in that meantime. So my 5th work in progress is going to be these wedding sock number 2. So this is the 2nd color that my daughter wanted me to dye up for the girl in the wedding. And I just honestly cast these on this morning. So I gotta start getting, this is gonna be like my priority so I can get these done, shipped off to her before the wedding. But I am doing a small, again, these are size 1 Chalgu red lace. And I did the small with the 56 stitch cast on. I did 15, did I say 20 before? I meant 15 rows of the 2x2 ribbing. And then I just started knitting 1 row for the leg. So again, I'm gonna use the sock pattern by Cave the Crazy Sock Lady. And I'm gonna do, I think 50 stitches on the leg for this one. But I just need to start getting going on this project so I can get it done. And this one, I decided to get my Halloween bag. I know it's not even fall, you guys, but I just needed like a different bag. So this is one that I used to carry in my shop also, and that's the inside. But yeah, gotta get ready for all those fall projects. All right, my number 6 work in progress is going to be my granny square blanket. So originally when I started this granny square blanket, if you've seen any of my other episodes where I talk about this, originally I was trying to keep it to a homespun house yarn because I am a part of her Patreon, and for the level that I am in, she sends 3 10-gram minis a month. I just really started feeling like it's gonna take me forever to get this blanket knitted because this year I'm not getting her advent calendar, and so I won't have those 24 minis to add in here. So I really want to get some blankets done this year. So I just decided I'm just gonna start putting other mini scraps into this blanket. So for instance, a couple years ago, I had gotten Dragon Horde Yarn and Yarn Cafe Creations, the advent calendar for 2022. And I had knit up a sweater out of the minis. And so I have a ton of leftovers. So I started adding those into this blanket. And so let me show you what this blanket looks like. So here is what it looks like. And then here is kind of where the last rows that I have been knitting on. So I believe with the last time I podcasted, these 3 were in. So from there, I added these 3 here. And then I added these 3. And I believe those are the ones from the last 2 months from the 3 10-gram minis that Homespun House sent. This one I added on. This was, I believe, from one of mine from 2023's Brazos Fiberworks Advent. And then these 3 are from the Dragon Horde Yarn Cafe Creations Harry Potter Advent. So I feel like that I'm starting to put all those in. I'm trying to get rid of all of my little scraps from leftover minis, maybe some yarns, and I want to start getting those into here so that I can get these done, this blanket done. There's so many other things I want to start on, but like I really want to try to get some of the blankets that I can get done this year. So that is one, and that's literally just in this bag. It's not even, it's just a bag that I had thrown this into, I think when we went on a road trip, just so like I could put a lot of other stuff in there. So it's not really a project bag. All right, my next work in progress is my Alpine Bloom tee, and that is by Caitlin Hunter. It is again in just like this random huge bag, not a project bag. So this one, I finished the color work finally. I was so excited to get that color work done, and let me show you it first. Okay, here we go. And then once I block it and everything, I think those like distinct lines will look a little bit not so, it'll look like the pattern. But the yarn that I got was from Moondrake Yarns, And let's see what the colorway is called. It's called Winter Ocean. That is what the body color is. See that. And then the yarn that I did in the pattern is Spin Cycle yarn. So it was a kit that I got off of Moondrake's website for the Alpine Bloom tee. So this is what I have gotten done so far. I started on the body. I think I got like maybe 6 or 7 rows in. But that is where I'm at right now. I have the sleeves detached. So yeah, it's just going to be mindless body knitting from here on out, because the sleeves are just little, it's kind of like, it's this pattern up here that you add on afterwards, and so that won't take any time at all. So I won't be going down Slave Island, but I can't wait to get this done. I'm hoping to start working on this as soon as I finish those pairs of socks and start working on my niece's blanket. And then I'm going to finish this. I really want to get this done for fall. I want to wear it for fall. But I love it. Love it, love it. I loved working on the color work and all that. So that is that one. Okay, let's see. My next work in progress is my Coziest Memories blanket. So if you've been around and you watch my episodes, this one I have in a camping bag because I only knit on it when we go camping. So we went camping. We took the new fifth wheel out for like a trial run. And so we just went for the weekend close by. We went to Lake Whitney, and let me get this needle out. I don't think I have. I believe I've got like 5 colors done. Let's see, yeah. Okay, so here, let's show you the right side. All right, so here is what I have so far. This has been a work in progress for some years. If you know the story behind the second one, if you don't, you can go back and watch some previous episodes and learn all about that. Actually, my whips video that I did before this one, it will have all that explanation in it too. But I did add on these colors. I think I added on maybe a couple over here too, but yeah, it's going. And we do have some camping trips scheduled for a couple months this year, or not going on them for a couple months, but we have a trip. I will talk about that in Life News actually. But we do have some more camping trips coming up this year, so I will get to work more on this, and we're hoping to even be able to go on more camping trips. So hopefully you will start seeing some more progress on this year. But yes, in that pattern, that's the Coziest Memories blanket by Kemper Wray. All right. So next we are going to talk about my Anthology throw. Okay, so this is in a bag. One of my bags. This was a bag that was in my Advent calendar from 2023. And this is my Anthology throw, and the pattern is by Helen Stewart of Curious Handmade. And I started on this one with my Advents in December. And if you have been with me since then, you know I was working on 3, was it 3? Yeah, I was working on 3 blankets at the time with 3 different Advents and knitting up my Freckled Whimsy, my Freckled Whimsy Advent socks. So there was a lot going on. So this is how far I have come so far. So yeah, I am hoping to get this done. I've been working on it. I think I left off, I was here. I'm on the 3rd color. So I've added in 3 more colors. I still have, I believe, like 9 to go, but yes, with the Alpine bloom and after all these projects I have to get done, I'm gonna start working on this because I need this one to be done before Advent season starts this year, because I have plans for more Advents and knitting and I need this one done. So hopefully I will get this one done in the next couple months. That is my plan. I guess I only do have 11 because for some reason I put both of the wedding socks on my whips and my one was done. So yeah, we already talked about the second one. So let's go on to actually number 10 whip, which is socks for Lex. So, okay, so this number 10 whip is, I'm calling them socks for Lex because it is one of the girls that I work with at work. These are for her. She asked me for a pair of socks and she wanted it so when she watches the Longhorns this coming year. So I dyed it up in some Longhorn colors and this is what it looks like. I am loving this so much. So this is the color I dyed up for her Longhorns. And the pattern I am using is by Kay of the Crazy Sock Ladies Designs, and it's called Find the Joy socks. So I believe I probably did the cuff in a different workup. I did the 20 rows of the 2x2 ribbing. It is, I believe, the small size, so it's the 56 stitch cast on. And then I did the pattern. I think I did 1 extra repeat in the pattern because she wanted them a little bit longer. So I did I think I did 1 more repeat of the pattern on the top, and then I did the heel, and then I'm just now on the foot. So once I start working back on these, because it has been a hot minute, I really wanted to get these done for her on her birthday this month, or sorry, last month. But like with all those other things, like my daughter had asked me for those 2 wedding socks like way before Lexi had asked me for these, and so I needed to get those socks done. So as soon as those are done, I will finish these for her and give these to her. I know she is wanting them. I showed her a picture and she's all excited. So yeah, those are the other pair of socks, and they are in, again, this super cute bag that I used to carry in my shop. Can you tell I like coffee bags? Oh, I'm a sucker for coffee, llama, sheep, campers. Yeah, that's what I gravitate. Or old trucks. I love old truck ones too. All right, so I have one more work in progress to show you. My last one, yay, finally. All right, it is in this Knitting Unicorns Homespun house bag. And if there is anybody out there, so this was a sock knit along for the Stephen West sock knit along for the Color Popportunity socks. So I don't knit his shawls because I don't wear shawls, and I don't know. Like, I love the designs, but like if he had a blanket one, I would totally do that. And he could have had a blanket one before, and I didn't do it. But last year he came out with the first knit along for the socks. For like, he releases them over a 4-week period. It's, you know, each week, and you knit that sock for that week, and then so forth. I mean, if you know what a knit along, or like a surprise knit along. I love surprise knit alongs. And I love Stephen West because he has different techniques and different designs that I would not normally do. And so I love to just knit those up to knit those different designs. And techniques and all of that, because probably without that I would never knit that technique or that way. So I have finished one sock. The other one is almost done, but this is what it looks like. So I believe I did size 3. Now these, I think they knit up a little bit bigger than like what you would think for the pattern. So if I had to knit these up again, I would do probably a size 1, but this is a size 3. And this was clue 1 here. The center was clue 1. So you knitted it up. It was literally this part. It was, and then you joined it together. So you knit it flat, joined it together. It became a tube. And then the second one was knitting, picking up all these stitches for the ribbing and knitting the ribbing. And then I think, did we knit the heel at that point too? Yeah, I think we may have knit the heel on that second clue. I don't remember. Let me see, because I think I still have, yeah, my sock. Okay, so here's, for reference, here's my second sock that I did. So at the end of clue 2, and I did the brioche. You could either do the brioche heel, or you could do a regular heel. I chose to do the brioche because if I'm gonna knit a Stephen West pattern, I'm gonna try to do different techniques. And I honestly haven't knit brioche in years. So I had so much fun with this. So this was the brioche. And this was, yep, the first one. All right, so then the third part of the clue was you picked up stitches and knit this part flat, which that was so fun. And then the fourth was you went back to the heel, picked up stitches and picked them all up all the way along the top part of the foot. And yeah, it became a sock. And then you did the heel. Or I mean, not the heel, the toe. But I had so much fun knitting these up. I mean, yeah, it's, you know, the sock, the pattern says Stephen West all over it, right? But it was the technique, it's the technique, the experience that I do this for. But yeah, I so enjoyed knitting these up. I don't know if I would knit another one of these. I would have to have the right person to give these to. But yes, I had so much fun knitting these up. And yeah, I've gotten to clue 2 on the second one. I was trying to do them both at the same time, but with having to do those other socks for my daughter and all of that, I at least got the one done on time. So yeah, I had so much fun with these. If you would like to knit one of those up, I do have the link below for the pattern. So yeah, that is it for works in progress. Yeah, we had a lot this time because it's been almost like 7 weeks, I want to say. Could be 8 weeks. It's probably like closer to 8 weeks since I last did an episode with all of that. All right, let's see. Shop news. Let's talk shop news. So we do have the monthly subscriptions in the Brazos Fiberworks. And that monthly subscription is, you have a choice whether to just get your fingering weight yarn, or you can, and a skein. It's a 100-gram skein, 464 yards. You get your choice of just the skein or the skein with a mini to do the heels, toes, cuffs, however you want to use them. The two I'm going to show are not with the minis. I do apologize. The last couple months I have only kept just the skein for myself. So July's, I'm going to show you July's monthly sock. So another part of the monthly subscription is that you get that skein, but some months you could get surprises in there, and some months it could be just the yarn. I think I've only done just the yarn like 1 month. I love adding things. So July's was Colors of Summer. This was the colorway. I love this. I had so much fun dyeing this. So much fun. And it came, I always put in a bag of tea in all my subscriptions. And then it came, sorry, with this cute gumball stitch marker. So cute. So yes, that was July. And then August, I don't have all of the goodies for August, but August was back to school. So this one, everybody should have gotten by now. If you haven't looked at it, to look away really quick. But this one is called Back to School. I thought it would be so fun. It kind of has like the colors of like the pencil, the eraser, the lead, the wood. I thought it would just be so fun. So, is it going to focus? There we go. Yep. And with this one, so I kind of wanted to do like back to school, you have your stuff. So it came with a Chalgu red lace, 9-inch circular needles in a size 0. I think I put a size 0 in there. It came with this, some wool wash, and tea. I believe that was all I put in the kits, yes. So that was August. So if you guys would like to subscribe to the monthly subscription and get that sock yarn and maybe some goodies every now and then, go ahead. There is a link below for that, or you can head over to brazosfiberworks.com and then go to the shop and you will see that monthly subscription in there. And you can cancel at any time. Yep, and they usually ship out the first week of the month. So if you would like those for September, there is still, I think, another 1 week's time to get into that, and you would get the September. Giveaway winners, oh my gosh. So I knew I hadn't done June and July for our knit-alongs. If you would love to be part of our giveaways, then go ahead and head over to the Ravelry group, get in our knit-alongs. That is the way you will get into these giveaways. We do have, I think, 3 going on right now. We have the August sock knit-along. We have a sock knit-along every month. We have the August whip knit-along. So for July and August, we were doing where we're just taking our current whips and trying to work on those so we can get those done. I feel like I need another month to do that after August, just because I'm working on all those ones I picked up and I haven't really been able to get anything done. So for the September one, let me know in the comments below. Should I keep going with another knit-along? Let's work on all of our whips. Or is there something like you want to do for those of you going to Rhinebeck? I would love to go to Rhinebeck, but with my job right now, I can't. But every year I say, oh, maybe next year. But like next year, I really want to go to it. Like that's one of my things I really would love to do. Does anybody want to start a sweater, a Rhinebeck sweater? Or do you have other suggestions? Let me know down there in the comments. Oh, and then we have our temperature blanket knit-along, which is our yearly knit-along. And so if you have been in our knit-alongs and you post in those group knit-alongs, you are able to be a part of those giveaways. So some of them you're gonna see repeats of these giveaways for the person because we haven't had a whole lot of people in those knit-alongs. So yeah, the more the merrier. Come on guys, get a chance in to get one of those giveaways. So let's see. So then I realized, so we hadn't done the June or July giveaway winners. So I'm gonna put those down here below. I'm gonna let you guys know. So for the month of June, we had the home decor knit-along. We had the sock knit-along, and we had the temperature blanket knit-along. So if you guys will email me your address, I will send away these giveaways to you. And then in July, we had the whip knit along, we had the sock knit along, and we had the temperature blanket knit along. So there's 3 different giveaways, and yes, like I said, those will be right down here on the screen. I will tell you the winners, and email me, Jennifer@brazosfiberworks.com, your address so that I can get those to you. All right, so yes, that's exciting, and I do apologize we hadn't gotten to those winners and those giveaways. Hopefully I hear from all of you. I'm planning on sending those out Wednesday of next week, so you will get those. Yes, so we have fall colors coming. Today I have been dyeing up colors. So probably towards the end of August, all of those will go in the shop for fall. So all the fall colors will be in the shop, the new colors. If you have subscribed to the Brazosfiberworks.com to get like newsletters or hear about what's going on, if you haven't, go ahead and go to the Brazosfiberworks.com website, scroll down, click on subscribe, and then that way when I send out the newsletters or what's coming up, you will hear about what is coming up. I think though I am going to do I think I'm gonna do like a mystery skeins. So maybe like do groups of 2 or 3 skeins, or maybe one. I'll probably put one group, 1, 2, or 3 different levels, and they will be at a reduced price, and it will be mystery skeins. I'm gonna add that to the shop. So when I do, I will send out a newsletter talking about that, letting you know when that is gonna be, so you will be the first ones to know about that. And then I'll probably do that towards the end of August also, because I have a couple of days off in a row next week and the following week, and I'll be able to get a lot of stuff done, like bags. I know you guys have heard me talk about bags. But I have bought so much material for so many cute bags that I need to start sewing on them. And now that my daughter's back in school and I feel like work and everything should start getting back to normal, besides the holiday season coming, yes. But for the next couple months at least, I need to get those bags made, done. So I need to make room for the shop. So I need to, yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm sorry I'm rambling on. I need to get the mystery skein up, which will be by the end of the month. That way I can start making room for everything else coming out. And then you will start seeing some new fall yarns, winter yarns, Christmas yarns. I'm going to do a Halloween self-striping yarn. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do a bag that goes with it, but I will put a newsletter out for those when those come. You can order those. We'll start showing up the last week of August and then going through the holidays and everything. Trying to get ahead so I have those coming out like a month before the holidays and all that. So bear with me. Hopefully you will start seeing all of that pretty soon. I know in the past, like I keep talking about that, but like I really, like, I just need to buckle down, days off, start doing that. Like camping wise, well, I guess I'll talk about that in life news, but so yeah, that's it for shop news. Talk about life news. All right, so you guys, y'all remember I was going to the gym. I was being so good. I need to start going to the gym, you guys. Since we been on the cruise, and so we've been busy, I haven't been going to the gym. I haven't put my gym bag with my stuff in the car. And I think that has a lot to do with it, because when it was constantly in my car, I would be like, okay, I'm just gonna go hop by the gym really quick, work out before I go home. Well, my bag has not made it to the car. So that is one of my things today I need to work on, because tomorrow I go in early, so I'll be off by 2:30. So I need to go to the gym after I get off work. So hopefully tonight I can get all of that ready, get that stuff in there so that I can go start working out, because I really need to do that. With like being gone, my daughter here, like I have eaten like I don't normally do. And yeah, I need to start going work out. I need to start going back to eating right, eating better, all of that good stuff. Yeah, I need to do that. I finally started reading again. So since the cruise and the last time you have seen me episode about a book, I have not. And you guys know I was in this series. Yep, this series. And this was the next book I need to start reading. And it's like tiny, guys. It's like the tiniest one in the series. And I hadn't been reading on it. So I need to finish this. I did on the plane. I did start reading on it. So hopefully let's get this book done. Hopefully sometime soon. I don't know when. But hopefully I will get that done, because I need to get the last book and get that series done. And trip. So yes, we bought a new fifth wheel. So we're excited to be back in the fifth wheel. So if you don't know like our history, I think in 2013 we bought our first camper, because we wanted to be able to go camping and do all that kind of stuff with the kids before they got too old, and we still had time to spend with them and all that. Our first one was a bumper pull, 26 feet. We took that thing everywhere. That was before I started working full time. Then when we decided, we sold one of our houses here in Texas, and we had some property. And so our intentions were, we're just gonna buy a bigger, we're gonna get a fifth wheel. We're gonna buy a bigger one. We ended up buying a 43 foot. It was huge. It was so nice. It had 5 slide outs. But our intentions were we were gonna like move into it while we built a house. And so we didn't end up moving into it, but we did camp in it. We camped in it a lot. I think we bought that one in 2015. We had that one for, gosh, I want to say 6 or 7 years we had that. We enjoyed it. We loved it. But now like the kids didn't go camping with us much anymore. You know, they're out of school, out of the house. Some of them are. But we needed to downsize. So I really wanted to try the motorhome route. So we bought a motorhome. We bought an older motorhome. It was I want to say it was a 1996, but it was like super clean, super nice. Like the paint job on it, everything had been redone. It was really nice. You could tell it was kept well. And we owned that for a year and a half, but there was some issues with it, like mechanical issues, and not that we couldn't have got it fixed, but I could just tell my husband he really didn't enjoy it. He liked the part where he could have his truck detached from it. We could still travel, because with the motorhome, we didn't have the hookups to take our car. So that was, you know, an issue. And so we sold that, and we were like, we want to go back to a fifth wheel. That is basically what would make my husband a little bit more happier. And like, I kind of missed that part too. So we decided this one, we didn't need a huge one. We just needed something for us. You know, if our kids went camping, like we could always pull out the couch and they could, you know, go if they wanted to. I don't know that they will. I mean, maybe they'll have their own camper if they decide to, I don't know. But we didn't need to focus on it being set as a family of 4. So it's just me and my husband. Sorry. So we went and we bought a new fifth wheel. It's a 27 foot, so we love it. Of course, we've only been camping in it once, but we loved it when we took it on the trial run. And so we have some trips coming up. We are planning on taking it in November for, I think we're going for a week. Yeah. We're gonna go for a week in November to Lake Murray. That is like one of our places we have to go to every year since like 2013. Yeah, we love going there. And then in October, we're going back to the MPK races in Ennis. So that would be super fun. We enjoy that. So we will be going there for a few days and camping there. And then usually when I have like 1 weekend off a month with work, and so usually we'll take that weekend and go camping. So unfortunately in September, we're going to a Rangers game with my husband's company. So I just found out that the weekend off is that weekend. And so I don't know, we might try to turn it into a camping and ball game weekend. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of all I have with that. Like I said, my daughter and I left last Friday, went to Missouri to take her back to school, and then I flew home on Monday. So went back to work yesterday, and then I had today off, and then yeah, I go back for like the next 7 days to work until I have another day off. But it is what it is, you know, it's part of life. But so thank you so much if you have made it this far in the video. Thank you for listening to me ramble on today. I am going to have a video out in a couple weeks. It will be episode 22. So yes, so thank you so much for coming along with me today. If you guys haven't gotten your Christmas Advent and you like the Grinch, I do have 3 more kits left. Thank you so much for coming along with me today. Remember to hit that like button if you did enjoy this. Comment below if like you would like to say anything, you know, just go for it. And I will see you in a couple weeks. Have a great couple weeks, and we will see you back here. Bye.